We're super excited to kick off this year, which I hear is our 10th year of doing this program with the National Association of Letter Carriers. So I'm Patty Armstrong. I'm the Resource Development Director with United Way of Greater Fall River. At United Way, we're dedicated to improving the health, education, financial stability, and basic needs of our community by harnessing the caring power of individuals. As a proud sponsor and supporter of the National Association of Letter Carriers' annual Stamp Out Hunger food drive, we commit to this focus to raise awareness around food insecurity and encouraging donations to support local food pantries. This Saturday, May 11th, residents in Fall River and Somerset communities can participate in the National Stamp Out Hunger food drive by filling the yellow bags delivered to their homes with non-perishable food items. Letter carriers throughout these communities will collect filled bags and will redistribute the items to local food pantries. With more than 1 in 5 adults identifying as food insecure, we can see the need is great within our communities. A warm meal provides the foundation to move successfully through your day, and without this critical nourishment, challenges are made more difficult. As letter carriers travel through our communities daily, they become familiar with the faces of those experiencing food insecurity. They are the community ambassadors at the forefront of making these connections, and their dedication to service forms a natural bridge for supporting this cause. By spearheading the Stamp Out Hunger food drive, letter carriers and community members can work in tandem to fill food pantry shelves during a time when donations typically lack. This event plays a critical role in ensuring that local food pantries stay stocked and remain viable resource for individuals and families. As a community collaborator, we are excited to partner with local industry leaders to support great programs. Join me in thanking this year's generous sponsors: Bank 5, Blount Fine Foods, and St. Anne's Hospital for their partnership in advancing this cause. Your support strengthens the actions taken to overcome food scarcity seen within our neighborhoods, and we ask that residents extend their supports and be united in purpose to end hunger by leaving their donated items by their mailbox this Saturday. Through our combined efforts, we can work to officially stamp out hunger. It is my pleasure to bring up Mayor Paul Coogan. Come on up, Paul.
Well, this is a regular stop every year for me on this food drive. It's a great partnership between the postal carriers, the food pantries, and helping people in the city of Fall River, which is what this is all about, and it's a great day. To that end, we have a proclamation which we're going to be giving to Paul, acknowledging the work that this lovely organization does. Whereas the National Association of Letter Carriers will sponsor a nationwide food drive on May 11th, and the NALC program, started in 1991, has grown into the largest one-day food collection in the entire nation. And in 2023, for example, over 48,000 pounds of food was collected in the Fall River and Somerset communities, and Fall River Branch 51 letter carriers have worked over the years to provide needed services to the community, helping to feed those in need. The City of Fall River is proud to recognize the significant and important contributions of NALC Branch 51 that go on in this community. Therefore, I, Paul Coogan, Mayor of the City of Fall River, do hereby proclaim Saturday, May 11th as Letter Carriers Food Drives Day, and I encourage all of our residents, all of our citizens, to participate in this very important food drive. Signed by me, Paul Coogan, acknowledged.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And thanks for letting me come down and give this proclamation. I appreciate it. I know we're going to have a great food drive. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. This is basically a three-prong effort. The first part actually starts at the national level. Will start next week. They'll find sponsors for our cards and stuff like that. They produce tens of millions of those. That's all we used to have, but thanks to the United Way over the past 10 years, we've been able to develop sponsors in order for us to deliver bags. Patty and Kim and her team start that back in January, developing the sponsors or doing the artwork for our bags and everything, which we found that the year that they started with us, we almost doubled what we got in previous years. So it makes a big, big difference. And then the other thing that helps us in that first phase is the press that we get. We deliver the bags. We get as much information out there as we can so that all the customers in the area will know what we're doing. We're out there, we see the need, and we just want to act as a conduit between the residents of Fall River and Somerset and the food pantries that we have in the city and in Somerset. The second phase is actually when we're going to be, is on our customers now. The first phase was all everything that you all do here. The next phase is we rely on our customers. We do the best we can to get all the word out. It's pretty much out there now, and now we rely on them. I did a show and tell this morning inside, just having the carriers talk it up and stuff like that. As I said to them, if each household just gave us just this, we would raise what we did last year. If they gave us this, we would double. And if they gave us this and one of those, it would be triple, and I think the food pantries would be overwhelmed. It would be a challenging day for us, but you'll be hearing from the Veterans Association. They get about 200 of these buckets. If I told them they were getting 600 of these buckets, I think they would be thrilled, but I will let him speak to that when he comes up. So that last phase is after we collect the food, our job is done. We turn it over to these wonderful organizations in the city, about 14 food pantries between here and Somerset, that will do this work for the rest of the year until we get back to them. If for somehow we can triple what we normally give to them, I believe that food would last them right till Christmas. A lot of it they would still have on their shelves right until Christmas. So it's the easiest thing for anyone to do. The weather's a little iffy right now. But if you just put your food by your mailbox, we will do the rest. And if you triple it, it'll be challenging for us, but we'll get it done. So we urge everyone to participate. There is no easier way for you to help your neighbors than to just go in your kitchen cabinet, see what you're not using, or go to the store and pick something up for us and put it at your mailbox. We will do the rest. The food pantries do tell me that there's, as always, there's a reason that need ebbs and flows. You all know what the price of food is now. And a lot of the people that are going to food pantries are working people. But they just need to decide between paying an electric bill, paying a rent bill that has gone way up, putting gas in their car, and it becomes difficult. So a lot of them tell me that the need is up. So please help us so that we can help those who, we do this for a couple of weeks, they do it all year round. So we just want to help them out to give them a boost. We do it at this time of year because normally around Thanksgiving, Christmas, they get a lot of donations. People think about it at that point when, oh, I can do a Thanksgiving meal, I can do a Christmas meal, and some people can't. So they get donations that time of year. This time of year they don't, and the kids are out of school. A lot of children rely on a lot of their food from school, and the schools are not open at that point. The city does do some programs where they have the free lunches in the parks and stuff like that. But this is a boost to the food pantries that they may need additional food. So with that, I'm going to, and we could not do this. You hear that it's the letter carriers food drive, but we could not do this without the post office. They supply us the buckets, the food, the time to get all this out. So with that, I'm going to introduce our postmaster, Sabir Salih. And actually, he started here when I was here. He was a supervisor, and then he moved into other places, and then he's come back, and he lives in Fall River, and he's the first postmaster in my time that has actually been from Fall River. So not only are these his customers, but they're also his neighbors. When he was off doing his other details, I would always make sure to go by his house and put a number of food drive bags in his mailbox. So. Yes, yeah. So with that, our postmaster.
Well, Paul, thank you for that beautiful introduction. I appreciate it. I just want to thank everybody for joining us today from various parts of the city and sponsors and the food banks here. A second Saturday of each May represent an opportunity for the letter carriers and the Postal Service to help to assist cross-country the ones in needs. The NALC branches, along with the Postal Service and other crafts, seize the moment to cement their ties to the community. And over the past 31 years, they have collected over 2 billion pounds of food across the nation. But today, we're not here talking about the nation. We're talking about our community, the Greater Fall River, and Somerset as well. I appreciate everybody's effort. We are committed, as always, from the letter carriers to other crafts, day in and day out, to deliver your mail, and also take this opportunity every second Saturday of May to assist the ones in need. So our work would not be done without your local businesses and that help make this event successful. So thank you for everything that you guys do as well. And I just want to urge everybody that can help to do the same thing that Paul talked about and make this as a successful event. Thank you, everyone.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us this morning for this press conference. We do want to recognize Ken from the Veterans Association of Bristol County for being here as one of the recipients of this food that is going to go to such great use. And we also want to, again, encourage everyone to participate this Saturday, May 11th, by filling a bag. Thank you guys so much for being here today. If we can get a picture. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for a number of years. How does, the letter carriers themselves, you deal with them, you talked about doing a little, overview of what's going to happen. What's their thoughts and their reaction about doing this every year?
A lot of them, this is actually their favorite day of the year. It's work. Yeah, a lot of them will pick up 20. What you see there, there's 16 buckets there. It depends on the route. It varies by route, but some of them will pick up 40 buckets during the day. So it can be a difficult day for them, but they actually enjoy it. It's a little bit of work delivering the bags. As you can imagine, putting a bag in every mailbox can be a little difficult. But they really do enjoy it. For a lot of them, this is their favorite day.